Hey there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sasquatch Speaks. I am Sasquatch, otherwise known as Gavisas, welcoming you all once again to this dark little corner of the internet, which is ever so affectionately referred to as ours. Before we get started, I feel I should fess up a little bit. The episode yesterday, very, very interesting, I believe. And, well, I'll get to what I was about to say. Fairly interesting. Had a guest for the first time ever on Sasquatch Speaks. I may never do that again because I feel I was completely outshined by his talent, overbearing my limited skill. So, and that was a thing, yeah. But yeah, not really the point. Not really the point. The point is, I waited too long to get that video processed and everything else because when I went to render it out, I had not one, but two rendering failures, and I had to re-render it a third time, and as a result, the timestamp on that one getting out was 12:06 a.m. today. The day, of course, being the 15th, and something that I should have preempted a little bit more, done something, maybe tried to work around, and yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm so sorry. So I know it's probably only me who cares about the actual timestamp on when the video was released, but this does denote the first time in a very long time that I have not gotten a video out within a single 24-hour period, so I do apologize to myself and to all of you for messing that up. Anyway, today I want to talk about fast food workers, and to set some groundwork, some perspective for this. That's a good word for this, perspective. I'm going to tell you a little story about a couple years ago. I walked into a Taco Bell, and at that time they had just started offering their taquitos. So this was not a couple years ago, this was several years ago. But I walked in there and thinking nothing of it. I walked up and I said, hey, I'll have some tacos and I'll have an order of your beef taquitos. The person behind the counter looks at me strangely and said, could you say that again, sir? And I said, sure, beef taquitos. He says, we don't have beef taquitos. I'm like, well, that's strange. They're advertised. There's a picture of them right there. He goes, oh, we don't have beef, sir. What? How do you mean you don't have beef? We have steak. Excuse me? Let me see if I understand what you're saying here, Mr. Fast Food Worker. You're telling me that you do not have beef taquitos, but you have steak taquitos. Yes, sir. That's what. Okay. Well, how about you give me those and we'll move on. It's just, how stupid are people? Just how stupid are people? Really? You can't figure out that steak is beef? Just, we have steak. It gives me the big dopey grin. Yes, I figured this out. I got this. No, that's not how that works. You're telling me that you have beef. You're just calling it a different name, and you're really kind of noting yourself as a bit of an idiot here because you didn't figure that out yourself at any point in your life. Just pointing this out. Then, okay. I'm like, I gotta do it. Just to see if it was a one-time occurrence. Let's go find someone else. So, a couple weeks later, walk into another Taco Bell. Hey, I have some tacos. And on the side, why don't you give me an order of them beef taquitos? Same expression. Okay. I'm like, oh, he figured it out. This is great. Got it. Yes. Intelligence is in his mind. Beef taquitos, sir. Yes, beef taquitos. I want those. Yes. Okay. Got it? Got it. Okay. It's gonna be good. get back to my seat, open up the little plastic bag and look inside, and there's them taquitos, and like, okay, let's take a bite. He put taco meat in it. And I'm like, oh, come on. This is too easy. The jokes are too easy. Please. Just beef is steak and steak is beef. How is this? No, well, not steak is beef, because that's not entirely... Well, steak is beef, but beef is not steak. So, yeah, not all the time. It could be hamburger or however else you decide to prepare it. Filet mignon, tenderloin, ribs, whatever. Not the point. The point is, how stupid. Just lack of knowledge. Perhaps intentional lack of knowledge. Do you have to just, beef, got it. Okay. Putting beef in your taquito, got it. Yeah. Well, technically what I ordered, I'll admit that. But there's a disconnect here when people don't understand context or even just language. I mean, I understand. I really do understand. I was intentionally trying to mess up the second guy. The first guy, he gets no excuse. He gets no excuse because he didn't even realize that steak was beef. There's something wrong with that guy. He needs to be sent back to the factory and tested for bugs because there's something wrong with him. Something clearly and definitively messed up. They did not do a good job quality of testing for that one. He's just like, oh, we don't have beef. No, really. This is taco. Yeah, no beef. Got it. Wonderful. All right. You move along, sir, and we will probably end up paying for you at some point in the future. We're not going to talk about that. Just, and you hear stories, not just like this, where people don't realize that one thing is another thing, but they go up and say your order comes to $3.87, something like that. And they go, okay, here's $4 and 2 pennies. And they just back away and watch this person try and figure out what correct change is. And they're just like, I can't do it. Brain not engaged. Crashing. System terminate. I can't do it. Oh, and just spazzing out. They call for help. Hey, I need help. I can't figure this out. You gave me pennies. We're only supposed to give them pennies. What's this? Change. Pennies. Reboot. It just frustrates me. Just a little bit. Just a touch. That education is being touted. I know I'm getting off topic. I'm using one thing to springboard into another. So just go with me here. Education is being touted as, oh, this wonderful, great thing, and let's dump billions upon billions upon billions of dollars into education and make our kids smarter. Well, I'm not seeing a great result from that. And I understand I'm not sampling everybody's experience or the end result of everyone's experience. I understand that. I will admit I have not met everybody. But when you can go into any sort of fast food restaurant where, most of those college, high school age kids are working, you walk in, hey, give me a beef taquito. Here's exact change. And the response that you get is, we don't have beef. Exact change. Derp, can't figure it out. Too complicated. Pennies not processed. Just why are we just dumping billions of dollars and not getting any sort of result from it? I mean, I am all for teaching kids and education and increasing the knowledge and learning of everyone. I endorse that practice. I want to see it happen. I'm not saying we shouldn't be dumping billions of dollars into education. my postulation is, my hypothesis, my simple, perhaps misguided idea, or perhaps the great outcome that I wish to see from this is just simply understanding from the students. I mean, if we're going to send them to school, if we're going to, quote, educate them, if we're going to put upon them great learning and understanding and all those wonderful things which come from supposedly going to school, then shouldn't they be able to do basic addition and subtraction? Shouldn't they understand that steak comes from cows, and when it comes out of the cow, it's called beef? Just curious. Aren't these like basic, simple, human, ultra foundational understanding things that, I mean, I was 2 years old and I had most of this stuff figured out. And I'm not saying that I'm any sort of genius. Quite the opposite. I'm not that intelligent. I'm just intelligent enough to figure out that, holy crap, nobody knows anything anymore. And nobody can do any sort of deductive reasoning to say, hey, if we're dumping billions with a B, and thank God for my improvised pop filter so that I can actually say B without having any sort of, massive lag in my recording, but just billions with a B into their education. Shouldn't we be getting something for that? Shouldn't we have, like, intelligent people exiting our scholastic system being like, hey, I understand some stuff. I can think beyond just push button A and get result B. I understand this. Yay. I have intelligence. I can think for myself. I can understand what I'm getting myself into. But no. We don't want to have that. We want to just dump billions with a B into our education system. And just, you can show up for class if you want to, and hey, you didn't do so great on that exam, but you tried hard. You really tried hard. I didn't mean to get back to Harrison Bergeron, but heck if I ain't here again. Trying only goes so far. Eventually, results have to come forth. And I don't want to have equal results for mismatched ability or work. If someone puts in the time and the effort or has that God-given talent like the friend yesterday, they should be able to capitalize upon that because they can clearly do it better than anyone else. Just, that's it. That is their God-given right, so to speak. We are all given an equal opportunity, but some people can just do it better. But in this case, we're just saying, whatever. You tried, and you could indeed, with a little bit of effort, probably do better than you are right now. We're not saying you can do better than the kid next to you. We're not saying you can do better than the people who came 10 years before you. We're not saying that. All I want to see is people doing their best. And they're postulating scientifically that our human brains are currently capable of storing more information than ever before in human history. So, why is it that we're stupider than we ever have been in human history? Just like, steak don't come beef. Pennies can't process failure. Oh, trophy, 'cause I tried. I did my best. Did his best. Did as good as anyone else would have. No, you didn't. You get no prize money. You did not get $200 for passing go because you didn't even make it past jail. Not real jail, but jail on the Monopoly board. Work with me with the analogy here. You, or Monopoly Junior, you got sent to the latrines. You are wiping up crap because you're not qualified to do anything else. Okay. Money. Pennies. Math can't figure it out. Oh. Why is it that we're accepting this? Why? I mean, there, in terms of money, in terms of paying for this, in terms of laying out the billions with a B, we are watching it just literally go swirling down the gigantic toilet drain of nothingness. Because there's no accountability. There's no accountability at all. Just, you tried. You might have shown up. You might have just sat there in class and texted the whole time. We don't really know. And quite frankly, we don't really care. We're just going to keep throwing billions of dollars with a B at you. And you might make it, might not. Not really our problem. We gave you just time, effort, maybe. We don't care. But now, because we don't care about how your results ended up being, now we have to lower everyone else's standard to accommodate you. And I'm like, I've read this story. I've read this story on this channel a couple days ago. You should go check that out. I'll put a link in the description. If you have not heard or read Harrison Bergeron, you need to go read or hear me read it to you. Because it is that, we are not there, but we're close. We're really, really close. And we're getting closer every dadgum day because you tried. It's okay. You totally missed the point. I mean, you weren't even trying to do what we told you to do, but you were trying to do something, so effort. A for effort. We don't know what you were trying to do. It clearly wasn't what you were supposed to be doing, but because you were trying to do something, which doesn't really make logical sense in any way, shape, or form or realm of this humanity, trophy, love you guys. Oh, you're so cool. You tried. You have effort. I don't understand. I don't even want to understand. I don't even want to try to understand because I feel if I do, my brain will just implode on itself and in a couple of years, I'll be the guy standing behind the counter going, steak. I think I knew this one. No. I can't remember. I just don't know. We don't have steak, dude. We just got beef, I think. I'm not sure. I used to know. I know I used to know, but I just don't anymore. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. They just told me if I tried a little bit, it would be good enough. Oh, you're gonna pat me on the back. Okay, great. Thank you. So awesome. I don't want to be that. I don't even want to try to understand it. Because I don't want to end up there. I don't want to be there. Please, don't make me go that way. It's not going to end well. Not going to end well. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I'm getting myself more angry and worked up way more than I should be. So, yes, we're going to end it right there. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, a like rating down below would be very much appreciated. If you've had any sort of interactions with perhaps fast food or non-fast food workers, or just any sort of workers in general, where it was just like, how stupid are you? What are you doing? Please stop making my brain hurt with how stupid you are. Then please leave a little bit of a description down below about what that might have been. And yes, if you did not enjoy, if you think that everything is okay and we should just be awarding A for effort on everything, then please leave a dislike rating and a nasty comment down below telling me to stop being so overbearing and judgmental of everyone. Blah, 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 blah. I can't believe you're just not giving them the A for effort. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. They're stupid. They need to be intelligent, and it is our fault for not teaching them better. Yes, I will accept partial blame for something that I have no control over because these people are stupid. Yes. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.